hi, children of the corn, lesbians, transsexuals, and everything in between. Don't really think that leaves too much else to the imagination. Yeah, just like, I'm sure probably like a few minutes ago, I probably uploaded what I would call the Walmart rant, which I basically just rant about anything, everything, and probably nothing in particular, and it made probably no amount of sense. So this will be the car rant, honey. And yes, for the song in the back, girl, Little Boots, girl, every night I say the prayer. That's like my go-to song from now on. Not really, like, I have 3 other CDs as I pull it out. One's in there, and these are the other 2 made of Florence and the Machine and countless other great voices. Majority of them are female voices. I do have the Wanted on one of them, like their entire like EP that they released in the States. But so yes, I'm driving in the Beamer, which is pretty much my grandmother's because I wouldn't want to own this car because it's a fucking wreck. Shit's falling apart. AC works half the time. Girl, you don't know if you get in the car and you're gonna have nice blowing good air or if you're gonna have to roll down 2 of the good windows because now she used to have 3 good windows in this car. And oh, this is Medina girl, addicted. But yeah, she used to have 3 good working windows in this car, honey. Then all of a sudden, I guess one day, the car in a rage decided to say "fuck you, bitch" and like not have the other window work. So now there's like only 2 good windows, and which is good though because they create a nice like draft between each other. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So you get in the car, and half the time you're gonna be using the windows. The other half of the time you're getting the good AC. Another thing I wouldn't want to own this fucking Beamer is there's nowhere to plug my fucking iPod or iPhone. It's an iPhone, girl. It goes that ratchet girl I saw earlier. Yeah, it's an iPhone, but I just call it an iPod because right now I'm not paying for the fucking bill right now. So right now it's just a pretty iPod. So it makes me feel not so bad that I have an iPhone, but I can only use it as an iPod for the moment. So let's see what else. There goes a homeless girl sitting on the corner asking for food. Oh no, she's selling newspapers. I think it's the same thing. Yeah, see. She's selling the newspapers. Where is she? You can't. Yeah, there she goes. Right there in the green. Yeah, she's selling those newspapers, girl. Make your coins, honey. Make the coins. Make those coins. Ooh, girl, what is wrong with this bitch's car? Oh my god, I thought I almost ran into a girl. No. So I get for making a fucking video. Girl, no, this girl's car is so dirty. It's ratchet. This is why I hate fucking Chattanooga. I hate with the well, I won't say I hate because I still like aspects of this place, like downtown. Still gorgeous. Haven't been down there yet since I've been here since like May, like the end of May or mid-May. So, but I did drive through there once and it looked ridiculously prettier. I just passed a really cute guy. Oh, about the guys in this area. Oh, they're so ratchet that girl, I'm on A for A. Like, okay, please don't get. Alright, I'm not even gonna apologize for being on this shit on these motherfuckers because I get bored at night and I just read out them. Like, I take them off like after a couple of days. I get bored of them. I get annoyed with the guys. But right now I'm on A for A. Well, that I'm not always on it, but I've been on that website for a while. But I barely get on it. But since I'm here and I'm bored, I'm just like, fuck it. Let me see what the fuck is going on with these girls. And is this the street I need? No, it's not. Fuck, I got in the lane for no fucking reason. I like them in the lane. So yeah, so I'm on A for A. I'm on iCutie, pretty much ran a red light. A for A, Grinder, Jack, Scruff. I know I'm missing one. Oh, and Gay Hornet. I'm on 5. And out of 5, there might be a couple of cute guys on maybe 2, 3 of them. But other than that, no. I always get the annoying one. Like, there's one guy on A for A right now who messages me even when I'm not on. Like, I'll pump on A for A for like 2 seconds to see if anyone messages me, and then I'll pump off. And then I'll come back in like, I don't know, a couple days, a week, I don't know, and like this guy would have left me like 3, 4 messages saying, dude, I'm bored, I'm horny, let's hook up, let's have some fun. I'll get this other guy called, I think his name's like Be My Fairy Prince or some stupid shit like that. What a twat. And yeah. He's annoying as fuck because when he gets online, this girl always starts the conversation off very normally, but I know within like 2 seconds, the girl is gonna start complaining about how lonely she is. Alright, don't get me wrong, bitch. I've been single for 4 years. You don't know how lonely that is. But I've come to terms with that. I came to grips with that shit. Like, I came to grips with the motherfucking actuality that I've been single, and I am single. And what people don't understand is that being single is not a bad thing. It's your time to get yourself ready for your next relationship. And if it takes longer for you, then that means, girl, you got lots of problems to deal with. Which apparently I do. That, or you'd be like me, who doesn't stay in one place too long to actually create meaningful relationships. Since in like the last year, I've moved 3 times. Last 2 years? Yeah, I've moved like 4 times. I've moved 4 times. But my home is LA, girl, and that is where I will be living hopefully the rest of my life. Well, not the rest of my life because I want to travel. But anyway, so this girl gets on and we're having a nice semi-normal conversation because, you know, that's how they start out. Most of them on A for A are semi-normal. Girl, let me turn this down a little bit. And they start out semi-normal for the gods, and I'm thankful for that. But what happens is the girl will be like, out of nowhere, I'm lonely. And me, I'm just like, oh, who knew, girl? You tell me every 5 minutes when we actually talk on A for A. So I just play along with it because I feel bad if someone tells me something, even if I've heard it a bazillion times before. And I told this girl, I was like, look, you tell me you're lonely every time. What would get you to shut the fuck up? Like, I literally was like that. And he was like, you in my bed. And I'm just like, well, apparently that shit has not happened. Don't think it's going to happen, but you can keep dreaming. That's wonderful. But the thing is, I did meet this dude once, but this was when I was living here. So actually, I wasn't even living this time. I was actually visiting for a while before I was going to Hawaii. So yeah, so I was just visiting, and one of my old friends who's a drag queen who I love her to death. She's retired now, I think. I'm not really sure if she is. But if she is, she's wonderful. If not, then girl's still working. Look here, girl! Green light. Anyway, so, yeah. Went to the party, met him, kind of went back to his place. Didn't have sex, though. Which is a good thing, because he told me no. And when I get drunk, I get really persistent for sex. Like, I get really persistent. Like, I push it for like maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm over the fucking whole situation. So the girl told me no, and I was like, alright, cool. I passed the fuck out and left in the morning, and yeah. And since then, the girl has been, when I did have a phone, well, actually I still have the same number. Actually I have this app where I can text, but I haven't given him the number because I don't want him to have it. But when I did come back again to visit, I think like a year later or so, the girl, like, still on A for A, still sopping, moping around like the little girl she is. And, like, since then, she's always been like, I'm so, like, disappointed that we didn't have sex. I'm so mad at myself for not. And I'm just like, no, you should be happy, because in that state that I was in, I was very aggressive, and I shouldn't have used that word because I did. And he's like, well, I like guys that are aggressive. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I like to be aggressive, but sometimes I don't. And like, oh my god, this girl has like the weirdest fetishes. She's like, I want, and like I've told this girl, like what she wants is clearly the opposite of me. She's like, I want a guy. He's saying she, but it's an he, and I'm confusing the fuck out of you guys. I'm like he, and then she, he. So it just sounds like a tranny. So why don't we just call her Tranny-licious? Just kidding, no. But yeah, so the girl is like, she's just crazy. Yeah, like the guys around her are just retarded, and I can't take it. And this car driving rant has taken 10 minutes, and I don't even know if I want to upload this shit. Let's see, what else am I going to talk about? Oh, my grandmother. She's a royal bitch, and I love her. No, I actually don't. Okay, so we get into an argument like every other day because the simple fact is because when she talks to me, I don't speak back. But the reason why is because when I speak back, it turns into an argument 2 seconds later. So last night / early this morning, like she asked me to like do some shit, and I did. But I guess I rolled my eyes. No, I did roll my eyes because she was annoying me. Because she could see clearly that I was sitting there watching a fucking movie. And, like, the girl came down the stairs out of nowhere ranting about some shit. So I just turned my movie fucking up to drown her out because she was ranting. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. Yeah. So, oh, and on top of that, like, then she started bitching me out because I had a bottle on her couch. No, actually what happened was I had a book on the couch and I had the bottle on top of the book, but the way that the cover was covering it up was that you could only see the fucking, actually no, scratch that, girl, nothing was covering that fucking book. She could clearly see that the bottle was on top of the fucking book and it was empty, wasn't doing anything, and she still yelled at me for it. So yeah, anyway, so I go and do what she tells me to do, and you know, then she starts bitching and talking about my attitudes are horrendous, and she's sick of it, blah 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 blah, and like she's blatantly like half yelling, half talking, which is pretty much her tone nowadays. So I finally responded back. I was like, the only reason people have an attitude around you is because you project your fucking attitude onto other people. Like the way you speak is very, you know, it's not like the way I speak. It's very pointed, and it can be misconstrued as, you know, being a bitch. But the way she does it, it's just, she just sounds like a fucking bitch, period. So I told her, I was like, the only reason that it seems like people have attitude around you is because you project an attitude onto people. And so then you think you have to fight back to this imaginary, like, attitude world. And she started yelling, and she started yelling some bullshit, like, no, you do have an attitude, blah, 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 blah. And she's, like, raising her voice throughout this entire conversation, and I'm sitting here, like, so then I just got tired telling her, because I told her, like, 2 or 3 times, like, girl, it's because you project your attitudes onto other people. She just wasn't getting it. Poor girl wasn't getting the fucking hint that she was projecting her fucking attitude, and she wasn't getting it. So I just stopped replying and was just like, well, look who's yelling now. Look who's yelling now. I'm not even yelling. My voice is still the same. Like, the way I'm speaking now is pretty much how my voice went throughout the entire conversation. So then halfway through, like, me saying something else, I think I said it, like, one last time that she was projecting. She was like, no one wants to hear what you have to say. So my response to that was, but yet you're always trying to talk to me. That one I had to yell because by this time she went in her room and closed the door, and I was like, alright, yeah, go ahead and close your door. That's pretty much all you do nowadays. Wonderful. And yeah, like, being with my grandmother is so annoying because she's always yelling about something, and she's probably going to yell about something else when I get home. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, this shit has turned into a 15-minute rant for no fucking reason. So I'm gonna go. Love you, girls and children.